So, here's a little religious history for all y'all to get to know me better. I was baptized Episcopalian as a child. I was raised Evangelical Southern Baptist by my parents for about 16, 17 years. And then I converted to Catholicism, and after a couple months after that, I said the Shahada and became a Muslim for about 9 months and decided that it wasn't really for me and returned to the Catholic Church. Even though a little bit more open-minded but orthodox at the same time, I'm a traditional Catholic. So, this is how it is. Basically, as anyone who's evangelical knows, that the Roman Catholic Church has a lot of practices that the Baptists especially do not like, such as Mary, which, by the way, I would like to state that I do not worship, and prayer is not always worship. Talking to Mary and asking her to pray for me does not equal worship. Hence why all the prayers, please pray for us, means, hey, can you look out for us? We say that to all the saints. It is a Christian practice that has been practiced by all the saints and the early church fathers, and anyone who doesn't say that really does not study history. And that's the plain fact. Evangelical theology does not look at history. And so, after a lot of study, which I thank my mother so much for, because she would not let me convert without knowing what I'm getting into, and for the RCIA classes, in April of 2007, I entered the Roman Catholic Church. But at that time, I was still a little bit. I was wanting to explore and everything, and then I did some study on Islam, and I liked how it seemed simple. There was one God, no Trinity, Allah, and the Quran, which was directly from Allah, not like the Bible, which was written by men. And after some study, I decided to join Islam. Not the Sunni or Shia, because I disagreed with both. So I became what was the Quranist, or only by the Quran. However, it didn't seem right to fit with me because it didn't go with the two previous books in their theology of the Torah and the Gospel, which has its own theology. In order for it to be validated in my mind, it has to go with the theology of those two first books, which it superseded, supposedly. So, after a couple months, around Easter again, I went to confession and went back to the Roman Catholic Church. Which, if you're Catholic and you want to go back to the Catholic Church, or you were some religion and you were confirmed as a Catholic, all you have to do is go to confession and you can be back in the church. So, after that time, I've studied theology, and I believe myself to be an apologist. So if you have any questions about the Catholic faith, hey, ask me, or any other faith, and I'll definitely find the answer for you, or lead you to someone who could answer the question. So, yeah, that's a little bit religious history, and hope you have a great day. Peace in Christ.